you're usually not particularly conscious or attached to your pranic body, right? Like in your day-to-day life.
Right.
So in itself, being able to be aware of your pranic body is like an altered state of consciousness, right? And so people often experience pretty big shifts, you know what I mean, in consciousness from getting into their pranic body because it's very real. Unlike, say, the Vijnanamaya kosha, right? The pranic body, just like the physical body, is something you can have a lot of perception of. And I think the big deal there is that everything is made of prana. So it's an easy access point to understand how you are connected to everything. And so that doesn't, I mean, that's an intellectual thought, but what happens is that you start to feel your pranic energy, then you start to feel that your pranic energy isn't exactly contained only within your body. And then it sort of occurs to your system, right? That other things are affecting that pranic energy. And it's like an easy, what it feels like to me is like, it's like an easy leap. You know what I mean? As opposed to like the intellectual leap, which is like, I am like everyone else, but you don't really believe that. You know what I mean? I mean, you might believe it intellectually, but you don't really believe it. You meet other people, you're like, that person's not like me, right? You see all their, but with pranic bodies, it's not so much. That's like one place. The other big thing is that it's related to kundalini. So, if you do pranic practices, that begin to wake up and move the kundalini, right? Then that's happening and the kundalini begins to work on you. So that's where the evolution comes from. Most teachers sort of judge their students' capabilities. That would be ideal. Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
And give them practices that allow them to sort of wake things up, but not in a way that's going to like rock their world, or if they are going to rock their world, it's like for a purpose or like with good timing. So, I mean, traditionally, generally speaking, you really had to like hang around and do a lot of preparatory practices before you get things really moving.